So we have a parent that wrote in asking, it sounds like they had a difficult past with this child, that maybe the, parenting was very harsh or abusive and now has changed her behavior or his behavior, I'm not sure, to be loving and caring. Will our relationship change to become good and go back to normal? Okay, so we have a parent that's saying we're coming out of a long history of dominant, maybe top-down parenting where it was more authoritarian or authoritative than it was compassionate and conscious. And if my child is 8, is it too late? No, absolutely not. It's never too late, no matter how old your child is. Here's the thing. Kids attach to us regardless of whether we are critical, even if we are judgmental, even if we have used corporal punishment in the past. Children attach to their caregivers because it's their biological need to do so. Now, that attachment can be healthy and that attachment can be unhealthy. So obviously, if we're using strategies that are detrimental, or if we're moving out of that, then maybe our attachment isn't so healthy, but our kids are still there. They still need us. They still desire to connect with us. They want to feel heard. They want to feel loved. They want to know that they are loved. So absolutely, it's not too late. It's absolutely not too late to repair your relationship and to restore that. Because here's the thing, your relationship is also what informs their behavior. Do I feel capable? A lot of the times our messages that we send to our kids through our discipline tells children, we say things like, why aren't you listening? How many times do I have to tell you? Why can't you get this right? We've already been through this. We're not discussing this. I don't want to hear it. And we don't realize, think about it. Imagine just listening to those kinds of messages, even if it's just a couple of times a day and it's interspersed with really good connection. That overriding message is you're not capable or you're not doing it right. Now, conscious, not perfect, you guys. I always say conscious, not perfect. This is not, oh my God, if I've done this, I'm a horrible parent. No, we've all done it. I've done it. I've been a really crappy parent at times, and I've had to repair, and I've had to learn. I've had to talk to my kid about what I did wrong and what I wanted to do and what I was trying to express and how I was going to do it different. All of that repair is really important. So that's what we have to do. So we have an 8-year-old. It's great that you've discovered now that you can be more conscious, because 8 is, they're still so little. They seem so mature, but really their emotional development is still so young. Now, here's what we want to know and remember about our kids if we are moving out of a more punitive parenting relationship. What we want to remember is that our kids are going to be responding to us and to our, we may be empathetic, but they're still going to be responding to the ways that we used to interact, right? Their mind is going to refer back to that pattern, that history that we have. So it's not about what you're doing right now in the moment. It's about repairing what we've done and going back. And so know that you may get some pushback. It's not going to be like, oh, immediately you provide empathy and your child wants to connect and they want to shift their behavior. It's not that easy with any child, whether you've been doing it from the time they were born or not. But especially when we then shift, children have to then regain some trust. They have to know, is this what you really mean? Can I trust you to be vulnerable in this moment? Can I unload my anger? There's going to be a lot of tears and anger and pain that are going to come up. And they're going to come out when we try to set limits. And what they are a backlog. So if we can clear that backlog, then yes, we're going to be able to restore and have a healthy relationship. It is never too late. I don't care if your kids are teenagers. My mother passed away recently last year, and I remember her apologizing to me when I was like 45 at the time, and I still needed it, and it's still repaired. So it is never too late to make up for what we do in the past, but it is important to go back and say, you know what, I have been treating you in a way that I realize is hurtful. Because here's the thing, our kids think that when we criticize their behavior or when we demand or shame or judge, they think that we don't like them. Not that we're trying to teach them or that we want to help them with their behavior. They actually just think, you don't love me. It's the furthest thing from what we're trying to express, but that's the message that they take away. So the first thing we want to go do is acknowledge that and not make excuses. Not, I'm sorry that I hurt you, but I always have your best interest in mind. Leave off all the but. All the buts can just stay. They already know that. They know that you have their best interest in mind. So repair, repair, repair. I have lots of videos, you guys, on my website. Also in the Stress Proof Your Kids class in the Academy, Elizabeth Walther goes through a process of repair and some ideas. So you can watch that if you need more ideas about that. So absolutely, please know that that is possible.